What makes a champion? Honesty, hard working, values teamwork and their community, and desires to be the best. That's why champions choose Benton Baker. Search Benton Baker for a location near you.
This is our house. We can find your house.
Like football, financial victories require a sound game plan and a commitment to your success.
For your success, put the Braver team on your sidelines.
Go Shores!
Blended Furniture Market thanks you, Mona Shore Sailors, for your support. Have a fantastic game. Try your best and make a difference. Come shop with us down the road at Blended Furniture Market. Visit us on Facebook and Instagram. Go Sailors!
Moving is always a battle. Well, it's Green Door Movers to the rescue. We're the Movengers. We can fight the moving battle for you in a green, environmentally friendly way. Our green-vested heroes have a 5-star Google rating. Give us a call today.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe.
From truck beds to bed beds, we've got your home and auto covered. Combine your home and auto with Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, and you could save $650. That's like 325 gallons of gas, or 21 sets of comfy sheets. So, trust our experts to find the perfect amount of coverage for you, making sure you're covered when you need it and how you need it. We shop a variety of insurance providers, industry leaders like Citizens and Frankenmuth Insurance, to make sure you get the highest quality coverage at the lowest possible rate. In Muskegon County, trust Ryan Rozicki to start a quote for you today. Visit Ryan at our Norton Avenue office in the Park Place Shopping Center near Goodwill and Pites and Courts Restaurant, or visit lmcu.org/insurance to get started.
Looking to buy or sell? Look no further than our broadcast booth sponsor, John Vandervelde at Nexus Realty. Give him a call at 231-759-3634 or go see him at 880 West Broadway Avenue in Muskegon. Nexus Realty, team-based real estate professionals. Trophy House is your #1 source for fan gear, corporate and team sales, trophies, awards, and more. Visit them in their new showroom, right next door from their old showroom on Henry Street. If it can be logoed, they're your resource. Your brand is their business.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sailor Nation Sports, your worldwide leader of academic arts and tonight, athletics. As we're coming to you live from historic Marsh Field, downtown Muskegon, it's Friday Night Lights via the high school route where the Sailors are playing host to Grandville out of the OK Red Conference. Tonight, as always, we try to bring you the best in color analysts that we can, and there is no better person to my left than former head coach, the Hall of Famer, Walt Galkowski. Walt, good evening, my friend. How are you?
I'm great, Nick. Thanks for
oh, my
me.
Goodness.
Always a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Well, listen, it's truly our honor to have you with us. Walt, Friday Night Lights, tell us the brainchild behind this. This is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to utilize the ballpark. I think we have a great venue here, and it's always been my belief that high school baseball sort of flies under the radar a little bit. In fact, quite a bit. We've got football games 7 o'clock on a Friday, and we got basketball games at 7 o'clock on a Friday, and baseball's playing on a Tuesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. So opportunity to showcase some local schools, show off our venue, highlight high school baseball, and it's been extremely well received, Nick.
Well, I'm looking at the crowd here. This is a great crowd tonight for high school baseball.
This is our eighth event, and every one of them has been well attended. We've been blessed with good weather every single time, and it's been an outstanding program.
Oh, and many more years to come. Kudos to you and your brother and the staff here. It is absolutely wonderful. And the field, Walt, my hat's off to you and your crew for taking care of it. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I'd like to take some credit, but really the guy that deserves the credit is my nephew, Pete Galkowski Jr. He takes a lot of pride in this.
Yeah, it shows.
I help a little bit, but he does most of the work. I do a lot of the side things, painting, emptying trash, cleaning dugouts, helping a little bit on the field, but Pete is really the guy that deserves a lot of credit.
Well, it's no doubt it's in the bloodlines, and it looks good. Congrats, my friend. Congrats as well.
I appreciate that.
So tonight's game, Grandville, Mona Shores. Fill us in, Walt.
Well, you know what? I haven't seen Grandville. I don't know a lot about them.
Okay.
But I think, historically, they've had an outstanding high school program. I know they have an outstanding youth program there. We saw them last year over at Lake Michigan Credit Union.
Yes, we did. Yep, we did that game with you.
So I expect a very, very competitive game tonight. A lot's going to depend, too, on, the availability of pitchers. We got pre-district games coming up on Tuesday. So, that's going to factor in as to who's going to throw for each team. But I expect a close ball game, a well-played ball game, two really good baseball programs.
Walt, with that said, as a former head coach here, how do you go into the game? I mean, if you lose pre-district, you're done, right? It's one and done. So do you save? You obviously got to save your ace, and I think
sure, absolutely.
Yeah. So okay.
So I'm not certain now. Not every team draws a pre-district.
Oh, okay.
So maybe Grandville does not have one. So maybe we will see their ace. Mona Shores, we will not. Jackson Huffman will throw on Tuesday, I was told.
Okay.
So
and Jackson, the Michigan State commit, and leads the state in home runs as well, I read.
Could be, He's an outstanding player. In fact, we signed him to throw for the Clippers this summer.
Oh, so you did?
So we're excited to have him.
Now, when you sign, we're going to listen to Tim Lipan a minute here.
Okay.
Opening day is June 6th. In fact, we have a 5.
Tim Lipan talking about the Clippers opening game right that day here at historic Marsh Field.
Love to have you. As soon as our umpire meeting is done, we'll get underway. Once again, thanks.
So we got a little bit of the umpire meeting. What goes on during the umpire meeting?
Well, usually they discuss the ground rules.
Okay.
They vary from ballpark to ballpark.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Umpires always ask if every player is properly equipped.
Okay.
It's the coach's responsibility to make sure that the players are properly equipped. That used to mean that we could not have any jewelry on. So So at that point, the coach would assure the umpires that there is no jury. MHSAA has changed that rule because they're now allowed to wear jewelry. That's basically it. It's a little bit of a social time. You exchange lineups. Once you hand it to the umpire, it becomes official.
Okay.
And ground rules are covered. You shake hands and off we go.
So go over the ground rules different for, but the basic outline concept of a baseball field doesn't change. So how do ground rules, how do rules change it? I mean, I'm looking at 380, 320, 320. Okay, some might be 360, 315, 315. I mean,
yeah. Well, the difference would be, first of all, with the playing surface. You might ask, if a ball hits the yellow line, the fence cap, is that a home run?
Okay.
The answer is no, it is not.
Because it didn't go.
It's got to leave the ballpark. That's correct. So, also, obviously, in Major League ballparks, we've got stands.
Correct.
Down the lines. So it is what we would call an in-play park. Here, obviously, we've got a lot of distance in foul territory.
Right.
So what we typically play is anything that penetrates the dugout, we would kill it, which would be similar to a major league.
I got you. Okay.
And then the end of the dugout fence to the beginning of the bullpen fence, there's an imaginary line there.
Okay.
The ball should cross that line, then it is an extra base. You would get one from the mound, two from the field. And then I usually play a 90-degree angle at the end of that fence, the end of the bullpen fence, which means the light poles are in play. So
I got
they vary from ballpark to ballpark.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know.
And the umpires, when we have those imaginary lines, simply have to make a judgment call.
Right. I got you. So the Sailors are the home team. They're taking the field right now. Grandville lined up along the third base line.
Starting pitcher, number 3, Brady Recknagel.
Brady Recknagel. Is that Dr. Recknagel's kid? Or
Rob Recknagel's son.
Oh, okay, yep. Sailors come in with an overall record of 23-7, 14-1 in league play. We're going to have the national anthem. We're going to take a quick break while you listen for the Star Spangled Banner.
Playing of our national anthem.
Wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. We're ready to play some Friday Night Lights here at historic Marsh Field. Joe Knudsen running the booth up top there. Young son, the prodigy. Noah Knudsen.
I haven't said much yet.
No, we're going to give you a chance to answer. Noah up in the crow's nest here, taking over for Tim tonight, unable to make it. We got a center field camera just to the left of the 360 mark, and the Godfather. It is your turn to talk. What's up, buddy?
Well, I just wanted to say hi.
Well, yeah.
The airways are way easier and much better when I come to say hi. And hi to everybody else out there.
The Godfather running the board. Without him, there is no Sailor Nation Sports. We're glad to have everybody, wherever, however you may be listening. We are so glad. This is really the season finale, Joe, isn't it?
It's regular season finale.
Regular season finale for Sailor Nation Sports. Year, 6 is in it, going to be in the book. But we've got maybe some breaking news. We're going to find out. Our boys lacrosse team is down in Holland, West Ottawa, playing at their new contract. I think final score was 12-1. I'm going to wait for Eric Carlson to give some confirmation. Hopefully, we might be able to continue the run with the Sailors. It is. I got confirmation, Joe. West Ottawa, Wednesday.
Nice.
Wednesday. So check your calendar. I am a good to go on that one. And Joe's going to let everyone know down
Take a look at my calendar.
Yeah. Do you want me to call the fire chief for you, Joe? Just let him know that.
He's pretty willing to let me
Is he?
vacation and that kind of stuff. I got to look depending on my schedule of meetings and everything else. But I'd love to be able to do that. If we can cover it, it would be a NFHS coverage. So if you are interested in watching that playoff for the boys lacrosse, I require you to subscribe to the NFHS.
All right, so we're getting ready for the first pitch here at Marsh Field. It's Friday Night Lights.
I don't know this year particularly. Yeah, JV one.
Foul. 0-1 count here. How long have you been affiliated with the field? Okay.
That took place in 2010.
Okay. Wow. 13 years now. You're saying years 13.
And, when we did enter into that agreement, the ballpark was in disrepair. It had been largely ignored.
Oh, yeah.
So we decided that we were going to improve it. It's a tough play for everybody. It's in that Bermuda Triangle out there.
Yep. So 13 years, disrepair. Okay, well, unless you've got really, really deep pockets from education, how do you get funds?
Well, we've done it with the help of the city, has helped us some, which we're very grateful for. Some local businesses have stepped forward and helped us, and then whatever revenue we can generate.
Sure. Sponsorships, things like that as well, I'm assuming?
Yes, and events like this, which we charge a small admission fee, and those dollars go back into the ballpark.
Yeah. You look at the Sailors part. The Sailors side, it's standing room only here. It's just filled. 2 balls, 2 strikes. All ball.
Haven't you been there like all the cheap parts? Most of them?
Yeah, it's become a labor of love.
Oh, yeah.
Although there are days when it's just
labor. Got a lot of love going on. Long throw. It's going to bounce. He's going to be safe. And a little blooper single. Top to field and play. So he beats out the throw. We got 1 on, no out here for...
That's the beauty of baseball. You get hit a line drive right in a barrel and it gets caught.
Yeah.
Get a swinging bunt base hit.
Well, aluminum bats, mandatory.
I don't believe so. I've been out. I'm not sure I've been away from baseball.
Sure.
I assume if somebody went up there with bats, they certainly could. Now,
okay.
To be honest with you, why would you use wood if you could use a metal bat? I don't know.
The ball flies off.
It does, and it's just got a bigger sweet spot.
Oh, does it?
Yes, no question about it.
Oh,
you
okay.
can hit on the hands with a wood bat and likely break your bat.
Right.
With a metal bat,
you can still get a single, maybe, or get something in it. Yep. I got you. Wow.
it changes the game.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
This is exactly why we have Walt right here. This is exactly why we bring people that know what we're doing.
Wait a minute. You know, when we see kids in the summertime, Nick, because the colleges, of course, they're all swinging metal, and there are a lot of college kids who struggle with bats.
Okay.
And, they come here and they don't break that adjustment very well.
Walt, why metal at this level and not pro or college and stuff? I mean,
college does metal.
Oh, college does. Okay.
Yes, they do.
So why not in the pros? Just because the velocity is? I mean, is it dangerous to use a metal bat in the pros?
I think that's part of it. But I don't. You know, one of the reasons they went to it early on was just for economic reasons.
Oh.
I mean,
wood bats are much more expensive?
Well, they're not more expensive, but they don't last as long.
No, correct. Yeah, good point.
Break.
Yeah.
Go through a game and break 4 or 5 months.
Correct. Yeah.
But at the college level,
there's going to be a single. Well executed hit and run. Runner from first advances to third. It's a long single. But the runner from first advances to scoring position at third. We got no out, 2 runners on.
So that's, you talk about aggressive base running, and people will want to talk about stolen bases. But going from first to third is a huge play.
Oh, it's huge.
To get to third base with less than 2 out, in this case, there's nobody out.
Right.
Percentages are such that he will score most likely.
Correct. Yep.
Now the infield's back in the middle, so a ground ball past the pitcher to the middle of the diamond is going to score a run. Fly ball is going to score a run. Pass back the pitch is going to score a run. A ball
They're
can
clean,
score a run.
ready to go.
There's a lot of ways to score from there.
Wow. Other than really striking out, he's going to score most likely.
He's got a good chance.
Yeah, he's got a very good
chance.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The percentages are in Grandville's favor.
Exactly.
From a coaching perspective, a lot of times I would.
Okay, there's a high fly. Yep, there it is. Long throw to first, gets him out. First, so the runner at first advances, but just like you said, it was a high, single that, took time to come down to the shortstop, and he scores.
Yeah, and most often the coach is going to tell them, listen, on a ground ball to the middle that's past the pitcher where the defense is back, they're giving up a run. Mona Shores is giving up a run at second base and shortstop. They're going to try to turn it over play. The corners were up, so ground ball to corners, he would have held.
Correct.
But he would be on his own, on a tapper in front of the plate, or a high hopper, so he made the right decision there. But if that ball was hit a little bit lower with more pace, he would have held.
Okay. High foul ball. It's going to go up into the stand and into the parking lot.
As I was saying, going to first and third is huge. And
yeah.
You're always more aggressive with 1 out than nobody out or 2 out.
Correct.
You don't like to make the first out of the inning at first base, and you don't like to make the last out of the inning.
No. Yeah,
so
right.
1 out especially. You're real aggressive when the ball's into the outfield and get to third base and toss it.
This is a non-conference game. Mona Shores in the OK Black. And Grandville Big Boy School in OK Red. About twice the size of Mona Shores.
I think it's a good tune-up, Nick, for the district game coming up on Tuesday. We're going to play a real gritty Grand Haven team.
Sure.
Just hopefully see a good arm tonight. Would be beneficial.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Somebody's car got it.
No, they actually hit the light.
Oh, did it?
Oh, yeah. Hit the light pole, one of the lamps up there, and came back.
Huh. Usually that reaction from the crowd is a car. Noah and I were both realizing that we're
Michigan Clippers are not liable for any.
Nice effort. Joe, are you parked in the parking lot?
Of course I am.
Of course you are. We would expect that. I'm across the street, right next to the pot shop there.
Did you think that I would carry all this stuff across the street?
Well, you have your young son.
That's true. He didn't want to carry it.
You know that's true. So you were stuck. I got you, buddy. 1 on.
Dad.
1 out.
No, not
There you go. 1 on, 2 out here. Got a runner at second in scoring position. Long single may bring him in.
Well, the runner will be real aggressive now, Nick.
Yeah, with 2 outs. Yes, sir. So on any hit, he's running.
Most likely, yeah. We'll have to get a good primary lead. It looks like anybody's holding him in the middle. So he can get a pretty good primary lead, and then he'll get his secondary when the ball is over to the plate. So he could steal the bag.
Well, the third base coach said his main role right now is in communication somehow with the runner at second, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and every coach does it different, and I always talk the kids off, so I would let them know where the middle infielders are.
There's a poke. Could be up to right field, and that's it. That's 3 out. Put the Sailors get up 1 run.
The Bulldogs get 1 at
At the end of the half inning, it's Grandville 1. Sailors coming it back. We'll be back in a minute.
What makes a champion? Honesty, hard working, values teamwork and their community, and desires to be the best. That's why champions choose Betten Baker. Search Betten Baker for a location near you.
This is our house. We can find your house.
Want to welcome everyone back. Hope you had a good 1-minute break. Sailors down 1-0. And they are up back in their half. Here. It's Friday Night Lights at historic Marsh downtown the state of Michigan. And an absolutely picture-perfect night. Joe Kanukin, young son Noah Kanukin. The Hall of Famer Walt Galkowski next to me here doing a lot of great color analysts. Okay, well, talk to me about our half inning.
Well, I haven't seen the Sailors a lot, Nick. I saw them play in the tournament finals against Marsh Muskegon. That was not an outcome that they were.
Muskegon had a nice group of kids.
So yeah, they do. So it's my understanding that at times
For the Sailors, it's the left fielder,
that they have struggled a little bit scoring runs, but we'll see tonight if that changes.
Ball outside.
Oh, that's on.
0-1 count. It's a 1-0 count here. Goes foul.
A little bit of an unorthodox delivery. A right-handed pitcher for Grandville. A little bit of a 3/4. Could be tough on right-hand hitters.
Okay. Do you get scouting reports from your opponents somehow?
No,
or do you just go into a game knowing?
Yeah, you do. But if you play the same opponent, for example, you played them a doubleheader on Tuesday, then you play them again on Thursday.
Correct.
You've got some information, but it's such a small sample size.
Sure.
You'd keep most coaches would keep a spray chart, so you'd have a general idea of which direction, what part of the ball field that hitter tends to hit the baseball, that type of thing. But the sample size is so small.
Sure.
But I'm not sure how effective it is.
I got you. God, it's almost like a sidearm he has, doesn't it?
A little bit. He kind of hides it.
Yeah, right. He does.
It's a leadoff walk. Every coach hates to see that.
Sure.
The center fielder, Javon Johnson.
One of the most, I think, important stats in baseball is what I always kept, what I call a freebie chart. Every time we gave 90 feet to the opponent, there we gave 90 feet to him. Okay, he did not earn that.
No, right, correct.
So, an error, a wild pitch, stolen base, pass ball, anything that gives 90 feet away, the ball's going to go foul. A lot of foul territory here. Not going to get there.
But there is a boatload of foul territory in there.
So you think about those free bases, and I look at it like a turnover in a football game or a basketball game.
Sure.
If you fumble 4 times and throw 3 interceptions, 7 turnovers, you're likely not going to win a football
Correct.
game.
Yeah.
And if you give away 90 feet far too often, much more than your opponent gives it to you, you're likely to lose also. So that's, I think, a really important statistic.
That's a huge statistic.
So defensively, our philosophy was always, you know what, make them earn that 90 feet. Don't give them that 90 feet.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's double play
Could be a
ball.
double play ball there.
Not a very good feed. Not a very good feed. Struggled a little bit, looked like getting it out of his glove.
Right. He struggled with the getting out of the glove, kind of hidden there just a little bit. So 1 out for the Sailors, 1 on.
You know, I told my brother before the game, we have not seen on Friday night a ball hit out of this ballpark yet.
You haven't?
No.
Wow. Is Singles going to...
Oh, here's a great example.
Okay, here's an example right
Maybe
here.
Trying to go first to third, but just right at the center fielder.
Now, he didn't have the best jump in the world, though, either. I mean, can you do what, I guess, I know a hit-run situation where you just send him a little early on the
Well, I think that ball there, he's probably unsure whether or not it's going to get past the pitcher.
Correct.
What you're doing as a runner at first base, you're trying to read angle off the bat. I mean,
Sure.
so if you see down angle, you know you've got to go
exactly.
up angle at first base. You're probably going to go halfway.
I got you. Yeah. So, well, I'm looking at all these banners out here. These are sponsorships that you guys have gotten over the
Yes.
years. Okay. Well,
These are 5x9 banners in left field. We made the fence a little taller, so it's, those are 8x10.
Oh, you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ultimately, we'd like to, eventually I should say, we'd like to make the fence 8 feet high instead of 5.
Oh, I got you.
Pitcher's got to move him back up third. Not going to be able to advance there.
No, it wasn't very deep either. How does this compare to a high school field? Significantly bigger?
No. Actually, some high school ballparks will be bigger than this.
Really?
I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've always been of the belief that if a kid hits a ball good, it should go. It should leave the park. I mean, kids want to hit home runs. Fans want to see home runs. It's an exciting part of the game.
Oh, gosh,
that doesn't mean they hit a ball badly and it leaves the yard. Now, that ball is not going to leave the park. It's a routine out.
And that's the end of the first inning.
Well, we can come back to that thought, too.
Yeah, right. So at the end of 1, it's Grandville 1, Mona Shore 0. We're going to take another break. You can take it with you, but make sure you come right back.
Like football, financial victories require a sound game plan and a commitment to your success.
For your success, put the Braver team on your sidelines.
Blended Furniture Market thanks you, Mona Shore Sailors, for your support. Have a fantastic game. Try your best and make a difference. Come shop with us down the road at Blended Furniture Market. Visit us on Facebook and Instagram. Go Sailors!
Moving is always a battle. Well, it's Green Door Movers to the rescue. We're the Movengers. We can fight the moving battle for you in a green, environmentally friendly way. Our green vested heroes have a 5-star Google rating. Give us a call today.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future. So take it and move all of us forward.
Noah coming from Joe Nick Davos. Friday night lights via the high school roof. It's the Sailors playing host to the Bulldogs of Grandville. Top of the second inning, Grandville up 1-0.
Right now we got Friday night dusk. But we'll get the lights on here in a couple innings. That ball's in play. He's got room. Nice play.
So how much farther can he go? Can he go all the way to the fence or that imaginary
line between, if that's what they agreed to.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Right here from the light post?
No, from the end of the dugout fence.
Okay.
To the first post on the bullpen fence.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Now that's what we play for the Clippers. I don't know what they agreed to do.
I got you.
They may have changed that. Those aren't set in stone. I mean, anybody could come up with any ground rule they wanted to. But it's the responsibility of the home team to say, this is the way we're going to play this.
And they can't dispute it. It's just...
Well, that somebody could make a suggestion, but you agree upon the ground rule, and then you play it from there.
Yep,
I mean,
okay.
We'd want to know if there was a hole in the fence in left field or the ball could go under.
Yep.
Maybe there's a tarp down the left field line that if the ball goes under the tarp, we kill it. If they dig for it, then we keep playing. There's all kinds of crazy things that can happen in high school ballparks.
I never would have thought of half of that kind of stuff.
One of the beautiful things about baseball is ballparks are all different.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like 94 by 50 basketball court or a fake speed.
What is that, a Jugs gun?
It's called a Stalker, but it's another company. It's very good.
Oh, really?
Okay.
See, Joe, this is why Sailor Nation Sports is simply just the best in the business.
It's because we get the best of it.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, each and every day.
But I was saying earlier, Nick, that, you know, the bigger the ballpark, the more grass you got to cut, the more you got to water, the more you got to fertilize.
God. Well, I remember back in the day when I'm still coaching at Shores and you're out there, God, come heck or high water, that was joy. You know, that's your love, I'll tell you. Good for you.
Well,
on the field.
It's one of the things that as a head, as a caretaker of a program,
sure,
that you can control.
That's right.
And I've always believed that the state of the facility reflected the state of the program.
Absolutely.
So it was very important to me.
Oh, yeah.
At every stop I've made coaching.
Yep. Well, the bottom line I've always told my players is this: you look good, you play good, good, and you're going to win. A lot of good things happen.
And the kids appreciate it, too, playing on a good surface.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
You know, here we're bringing in kids from all across the country, so we don't want to bring them into a ballpark that's not well manicured and well kept.
Well, and we'll get into that more as the game's going. But just a quick, where do those players stay at visiting?
We have host families.
Yep, host families. No, okay, that's great.
They open their hearts and their homes to these kids, and we can't do it without them. And,
oh no, how many do you bring in then, Walt? I mean, how big is a roster, I should say?
Well, we're allowed to have 32 on the roster. Okay. Right now, we have 28 players signed.
Okay.
So, and we're still looking. I'm on the phone this morning trying to get another pitcher or two. We lost one today, so another foul ball.
How do you lose one? He just goes to another program?
Yeah, well, for a variety of reasons. You've had kids who've gotten injured. We lost a first baseman a while back who had knee surgery, so I had to scurry around and find another one. Thankfully, I did, and I found a very good one. We're very fortunate. Sometimes they'll call and they'll say, "Hey, listen, I got a internship and I got to stay closer to home," because I'm signing them in September and October.
Oh, so, you sign them really early.
Oh yeah, during their fall season usually is when coaches are looking to place them for the summer. So by the time June comes along, they're going to be reporting June 1st here. By the time
That's next week?
Yes.
Wow.
We play June 6th. So, you have some attrition. There's a steal.
Yep.
Nice throw.
Nice throw. And he's safe.
Very nice.
How is he safe? Let's take a look on the Lake Michigan Insurance Instant Replay.
You can't make a better throw.
And I'll tell you what, I've got a great look from Noah on this one. We're going to take a look.
Should we send it down to the umpire and let him know that he made the wrong call?
Ooh, boy, that's close. Let's take a look at the other camera angle on this one.
Oh, the center field one now?
No, we're going to look at Noah's look.
Okay.
Ooh, boy, that was...
Okay, it's going to probably bring in one. He's waving him in. Long throw. Does he get him out? Oh, he is out. Got him. So now we got a little pickle going here. Oh, this could be a double right here. And he's got him. Double play. Well played by the Sailors. The runner from second trying to come in. He gets thrown out. The runner from first trying to head to second gets caught in what I used to call a pickle back in the day, and they throw it. Well played by the Sailors.
Yes, that was well executed.
Well executed. And fun to watch. That was fun to watch as well. Nice job, Noah.
Yeah,
that was great.
Great shots, great angles, great instant replays. With that, we'll take a quick break while we switch into the bottom of the second. And Grandville still has a 1-0 lead. Stay tuned.
Moving is always a battle. Well, it's Green Door Movers to the rescue. We're the Movengers. We can fight the moving battle for you in a green, environmentally friendly way. Our green-vested heroes have a 5-star Google rating. Give us a call today.
Don't just find yourself, make yourself. Start businesses, build bridges, save lives, raise a whole city. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Welcome back, Sailor Nation Sports Network. Here we are, bottom of the second. The Grandville Bulldogs have a 1-0 lead. And Walt, let's go back to that last play, the pickle there. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I was thinking about the play at the plate. Yeah,
sure.
I mean, this is not. I'm certainly in no position to be critical of a third base coach, but typically what is going to help you with that decision is that if that outfielder fields a baseball before the base runner reaches third base, normally that's sort of a sign to hold him. And I was watching that carefully, and I noticed that our right fielder had the ball in his glove with the base runner still about 2 steps from third base. So I was a little surprised when he ran him, to be honest. So I'm not surprised that we threw him out at the plate. It still takes an accurate throw to the cutoff man, who then made a quick throw to the plate. So that was very well executed, cutoff and relay. And then the rundown, that's just bad base running there. The base runner is going to round that bag, and he's going to read the throw from the outfield. And if the ball is thrown over the cutoff man's head, then he should move up. But that ball was right at the cutoff man.
Oh, that right underneath the glove of the first baseman, so it's a lazy little single out in that right field there.
Take a look at the Lake Michigan Insurance instant replay. Nope, he just never got in front of it and never got the glove down.
Yeah? Is that an air, Walt?
Well,
it never hit the glove.
Yeah, that if it can be made, the play can be made with reasonable effort. I would consider that an error.
I would too. Okay, good. We're on the same page.
Really, whether he touches it or not isn't a factor.
It's irrelevant. I got you. Yeah, that was an easy little play. Throw to first.
But I'm sure the Grandville coach will talk to the runner who got into the rundown, because he probably should not have advanced once he saw the ball got cut.
There's a hot single in between the third base and shortstop.
It's a nice swing by Brady Recknagel. Squared that ball up, hit it hard.
Right in the gap at short. Beautiful shot.
Are the Sailors senior heavy or a good mix, Walt?
I believe they have 5 seniors. I believe
that's what I thought I saw as well.
I'd be hard pressed to name them, Nick. I know, of course, Jackson, Huffman, I believe, the first baseman.
Yeah. It's quite an honor to be recruited by a Big Ten team, though, I'll tell you. Michigan State.
Oh, yeah. No question about it. be interesting to see if he makes an immediate impact, or they, what do they do? Do they redshirt him? That depends on what.
In college baseball?
Oh, absolutely. I got redshirted.
You did?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Central Michigan.
Oh, did you? Okay.
So a lot depends on what they have coming back.
Oh, yeah.
And whether or not there's a place for a freshman. But Jackson's got a tremendous arm, and as long as he stays healthy, he's got a very bright future.
So they recruited him as a pitcher primarily?
Yeah, we'd call a PO, pitcher only.
Pitcher. Oh, okay. See, Joe, what I'm learning here. He's a PO.
Yes.
He's a PO.
Yes, he is a PO. Pitcher only.
Pitcher only. Wow.
At this point, Walt, how much work is Jackson doing with trainers and health-wise? Because this early, throwing that much and everything else, it's very important to do it right, or else you're going to work that shoulder out of business.
He is an extremely hard worker. I spend a lot of time in the winter at Extra Innings, a training facility, and he's out there regularly. He's not throwing all the time, but he's doing a lot of work with bands, with weighted baseballs. That's the infield fly rule. He's out automatically. And so he's put in a lot of time, and taking care of his arm, and arm health is so critical.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing a baseball is such an unnatural motion. Look at softball pitchers. They can throw all day long, but that's not the case in baseball.
Well, explain the infield fly rule to everybody, would you please?
Yeah. With runners at first and second, or bases loaded, but when first and second is occupied and less than 2 outs, and a ball hit in fair territory within range of an infielder.
Okay,
it's got to be within range of an infielder. That's a judgment. The batter is automatically out. The umpire will call that immediately. High chopper. That's going to be a tough play.
It's going to be a tough play. And he beats it out. Bases are juice. We got 1 out here in the Sailors. Correction, 2 out. Bases are loaded.
And obviously the reason that rule is in place is with runners at first and second base, or bases loaded, and the ball's hitting the air to the infield, they have to hold. I mean, they can't advance. So it would be easy for an infielder to let it drop.
Correct.
Throw the ball to second, or throw the ball to third, and then throw the ball to second base and get a double play. So
good rule. Good rule.
That's where why that originated. But
gotcha. High fly ball out to the right field. That's going to be 3 outs for the Sailors after the bases were loaded.
There's another one of our players. Aaron Pisecki's played for the Clippers.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's him right there? Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll take a quick break here while the the top of the third gets ready to occur here at famous Marsh Field. This is Sailor Nation Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe.
From truck beds to bed beds, we've got your home and auto covered. Combine your home and auto with Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, and you could save $650. That's like 325 gallons of gas, or 21 sets of comfy sheets. So, trust our experts to find the perfect amount of coverage for you, making sure you're covered when you need it and how you need it. We shop a variety of insurance providers, industry leaders like Citizens and Frankenmuth Insurance, to make sure you get the highest quality coverage at the lowest possible rate. In Muskegon County, trust Ryan Rozicki to start a quote for you today. Visit Ryan at our Norton Avenue office in the Park Place Shopping Center near Goodwill and Pites and Courts Restaurant, or visit lmcu.com.
It's the top of the third inning, and that was just the first pitch as we are at Marsh Field, historic Marsh Field, downtown Muskegon. It's Friday Night Lights.
Game is moving along, Nick. It's been well played.
Yeah.
No need for a pitch clock.
Now, Major League Baseball is going to that, hasn't it?
Yes, so is college baseball.
Oh, college is as well. Initial thoughts?
I like it. I think it's been good for the game.
Okay. Little bloop single. It's nearly caught on a diving attempt there by the left fielder. Going to be a double though for the Bulldogs. One on, no outs.
Boy, he was underneath that too. He just did not get the glove in the right spot.
One of the interesting things about Marsh Field is early in a ball game, it is tough on the people on the left side of the diamond. Shortstop, third baseman, left fielder. You're staring into the sun, so it's tough.
Yeah.
I ran into that same thing setting that camera out in center field.
Yeah. And
high pitch.
We start the Clipper games at 7:05, and I know our players always struggle the first few innings. Takes some getting used to. Had Brady Recknagel at 79 miles an hour with his fastball.
Sure. You know, going back to that pitch clock in college and Major League Baseball, data indicates it's cut how much time out of a game or sped up the game.
I've heard the number
roughly.
I think it's somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes, something like that.
30 minutes would be huge, yeah.
So there's a stolen base. Now that's sort of a free 90 there.
Yep, right. That's what goes back to that.
That's a good throw from his knees by the catcher, but he just had too good a start.
Sure.
Middle infielders are really, you've got to stop that base runner's feet. If he's got a walking lead and he's moving towards the bag, it's a good chance he'll steal it.
Let's get a deep, little single just past the
He's going to
got to
the
go
plate.
home with it. Safe. Good effort, Walt, though.
Take a look on the Lake Michigan Insurance.
Yeah, I think honestly, Nick, was the only play he had.
Yeah,
the ball was in the hole. I don't think he was going to throw him out at first base.
Nope.
So I think that was a very nice play by the Mona Shore shortstop.
Yeah. So going to that free base that we just gave away turned into another run.
Turned into a base hit, or
so
excuse me, a run.
Both runs now have been via giving up free 90 feet.
Yeah.
No out. Runner on at first. Grandville up.
That's a little bit of a tough read for that runner at third base because that ball, he wasn't quite sure if the third baseman was going to make that play. So he had to hold until it got past him, and so he got a little bit of a late start.
Yep. Check, foul. One ball, one strike.
Third baseman is still expecting a bunt here.
Top of the third. He called him a strike. One ball, two strikes. Nobody out for Grandville. It's Friday night lights at historic Marsh Field. I don't think it gets any better than this in Western Michigan. Foul ball against the netting here. Well, we're going to get into a little 13-year history on some of the things that you guys have done here at Marsh Field. I remember Marsh Field when my buddies were playing baseball. Jerry, who was it? It was Jerry Eaton was head coach back in the day.
He was coaching at Muskegon when I was playing in high school.
Was he really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jerry just passed away.
Yeah,
last summer. He was a good coach, good guy, great teacher as well.
Yeah, I played a little bit for him one summer in a state tournament. He picked me up from my team, and he's a good guy.
Oh, real good guy, good educator. He was my geography teacher. What else was he? Football coach, variety of stuff.
One of my good friends that I grew up with really admired him. You probably know Jim Panici.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jim grew up with us. My dad and Jim's dad were.
Where did you live then, Walt? Did you live in Glenside area?
I grew up in the corner of Young and Hudson Street.
Okay.
Near Catholic Central until I was 9, and then we moved over behind Glenside School.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my mother taught at Glenside School for 30 years.
Yeah.
I went to school with Dave Panici.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dave and I graduated.
I knew Dave well.
Did you?
Panichis were very good friends with our family and
sure.
all the Panichis.
Yeah. Hey, you know, what's funny, I think there were only 2 Panichi boys. And my mother taught every one of the Panichis. Yeah, those are good days back then.
It was a pretty decent throw down there.
Very good throw. But again, he's just got too big a start. So, I mean, puts a lot of pressure on our catcher.
David was a real good athlete at Muskegon.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
It's so unfortunate that he lost his life a couple of years ago down in Florida.
That's really a sharp breaking ball by Brady Recknell, though.
Brady's in what grade, Walt?
I believe he's a junior.
He's a junior?
I believe.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I just haven't had a chance to watch
I haven't.
Mona Shores very often, Nick, so I'm not.
No, yeah. I tried to get some reaching. I've got some seniors I'm trying to get to graduate, and it's occupied a lot of my time.
Well, it's just an absolutely beautiful night for baseball.
Yes, certainly
it's
is.
absolutely
It's a great
beautiful
setting.
night.
Perfect.
Nice crowd. 2 good baseball teams. Competitive game. Can't ask for too much more.
No.
This is beautiful.
High foul ball, chest drops into the foul territory. Right fielder tried to make an effort, but just a little bit too far.
And the Grandville hitters here, his approach has got to be move the ball, try to hit the ball in the middle of the diamond somewhere, get the run in.
Yeah, correct. You try to squeeze a bunt if you can?
Well, not with nobody out in the 3rd inning, I would not.
Okay. Foul ball.
That doesn't mean they won't.
No, I'm just trying to, try to ask
especially with 2 strikes,
Sure, right, yeah, with 2 strikes especially.
It's not a wise play, but.
No, absolutely.
That'll do the job.
That's 2, 3, 4, almost to the fence. Probably going to be a triple here. And boy, that was a poke. Safe. That was a nice hit, Walt.
Yeah, he got all of that. It was a 78-mile-an-hour fastball and just caught way too much plate. But, it's 3-2. You don't want to walk him, so
no.
You throw your best pitch and attack the hitter. I've always told my pitchers that be aggressive, throw it in the zone, don't try to miss bats. Hitting's hard. Guys pop the ball up in batting practice, and it's 9 against 1.
Yeah,
so I like our chances.
Yep, agreed. Coach Bard out there to talk to his young pitcher. So what does he say, Walt? Talk us through this part right here. Settle down.
Well, he's probably just giving him an opportunity to catch his breath, say something positive to him. He might have his chin down a little bit. And maybe also talk to the infield about how they're going to defend this. He may bring them up now. It's 3-0. Let's see if they do. Yes, they did. So I'm sure when he went out of the mound, he told the infielders that we're going to be at a 4 depth or up on the grass. They're going to try to cut the run off now.
Gotcha. Grounder. Going to bring in the runner from 3rd. Make it a 4-0 lead for the Bulldogs of Grandville. We're in the top of the 3rd inning here at Marsh Field. Friday Night Lights coming to you via Sailor Nation Sports.
Impressed by the Grandville hitters, Nick. I mean, anytime he makes a mistake and gets too much plate, they've squared the ball up, and they've been aggressive, swinging the bat early in the count real aggressively.
Yep.
He's just got to stay within himself here.
Yep, got to get 1 out at a time.
That's right.
And it's early in the game.
Strikes.
It's very early.
Oh, yeah. It's top of the 3rd. Hot shot. Long throw to 1st. Runner advances to 2nd, though.
So that was a hit and run. Really took that double play away on that one.
Yes, it did. He started the runner, and so that's a productive out for Grandville.
Anytime you can put a runner in scoring position like that.
So his batting average just probably went down about 7 or 8 points, but that's what we would call a quality at bat.
You've talked about that a lot, Walt, over the years that we've had you on here. And really, you're right. You're talking about it from a team concept. That's exactly what you need.
Well, yeah. I mean, batting average is a trap, Joe. Hit batsman. We don't want that.
Well, hits a runner. Talk about that free 90 feet coming in via the hit runner by the pitcher.
And what I mean by that is you can have a day at the plate where you square up 4 balls, but every one of them get caught, and you're 0 for 4, and you just cannot control what's going to happen. All you can do is get a good pitch to hit and try to find a barrel, deliver the barrel, put that in a good place, and hit it hard somewhere. So why we would measure, never made sense to me, why we would measure somebody's worth.
There's a poke out to the center field in between. He catches it on the
good play.
For the third out of the
I'll come back to that, Joe.
Yeah, that'll be what we do when we come into the bottom of the third with the Sailors looking to put some score on the board. And until then, this is Sailor Nation Sports Network. We're going to take a quick break and be right back.
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe.
People here in attendance at the ballpark, Marsh Field, historic Marsh Field, downtown Muskegon. Walt Elkowski, Joe Kanukin, Noah Kanukin. I'm Nick Davos. We hope you're enjoying this broadcast. It's the bottom of the third. Sailors are down 4-0.
Walt, you wanted to bring us back with a couple of pieces of information.
Yeah, I just think the thinking with batting average is, to me, it's a bit of a trap. It's a meaningless statistic, in my opinion. It's we use it as sometimes, some people do, as a metric to determine, who's a good baseball player and who's not. And I just wonder sometimes why we would use that as a measurement when it is a statistic that we have very little control over.
Boy, there's a high fly ball. Shortstop makes the play.
That was what we call the home run in an elevator shaft.
God, that was up in the hemisphere.
Because all we really can do as hitters is try to make hard contact. Right. And if we can do that, everything else is out of our control.
If you had somebody that every time there was somebody on third base, they had a sacrifice fly and brought in a RBI, they'd have a terrible batting average, but they'd really be contributing.
Yeah.
That's exactly your point.
Yeah, well, sacrifice fly would not be a time at bat, but I know what you mean. Anytime you can advance a runner, if you can make hard contact, those are if you can have an 8 or 9 pitch at bat. Right. Where you are adding to the pitcher's pitch count, you get into their bullpen a little bit earlier. That's a quality at bat. So, when I was coaching, I try to change their mindset that batting average is meaningless to me. But I did keep quality at bat averages, and those were pretty important.
Where all did you coach at? High school level? Just yours?
Well, when I first got out of college, no. When I first got out of college, I graduated from Catholic Central, and I started teaching there.
Oh, okay.
First year out of college, and
there's a
drive, that's going to fall.
Yep, it's going to drop in.
And I coached there for 4 years, and then I got the chance to go to the public school system. I went to North Muskegon. I was there 19 years.
Oh, wow.
And then in 2000. 2003. Yes, 2003, I had a chance to come to Mona Shores, the district where I lived. My daughter was a sophomore at the time. And,
Oh, okay.
too good of an opportunity to pass up, and I coached the varsity there for 11. So
okay.
Haven't taken much time away from baseball, Nick.
Oh, I know what you mean, my friend.
You've done similar things, I know, in football. But.
Yeah. I started in '79 at Muskegon. I did 20 years at Muskegon. Then a couple years at Puffer, and then when we moved into Mona Shores, I'm on. This is year 21. I'll be so 44 years of high school football. Yeah, and it's. I love being around kids. I like doing what I do. I gave up. I was 25 years as a head coach, but age has caught up with me, Walt, and they, and I said to myself, I don't need a grandfather coaching them anymore, and things have changed. Texting, cell phone, emails.
Oh yeah.
I just want to coach now. So I'm coaching D-line, helping out, and working with former players now. It's good. Life has been good to me, and I'm truly enjoying every minute right now.
A stolen base for the Sailors?
Yeah.
We'll take that. Runner in scoring position with only one out.
Joe, how many people we got? Are we up a little bit more than 20?
Yeah, we've been right around between 15 and 20.
Okay, that's all right. They want to let us know where they're from. It's always fun to see where and how you're listening, who you're listening with. Sometimes we get a bunch of watch parties joining us, and it's all good. Here we are at Marsh Field. Pitch a little bit outside.
Yeah. A lot of this pitcher has gone to a lot of breaking balls. He's probably throwing a much higher percentage of breaking balls than he has fastballs.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of living with that. It's kind of a flat slider.
Okay.
Not a lot of vertical drop. It's more kind of east to west.
Oh, nice play here. And they're going to get him. Nice. Okay, so how was that called, Walt? What did the coach, catcher, that was the thing of beauty. Bad base running for us, one.
Yeah.
But how is that set up right there?
Well, it could be just between the pitcher and the shortstop or second baseman.
Okay.
What we might call a daylight play.
Okay.
The shortstop will break. Give a sign to the pitcher would acknowledge it. Shortstop would break, and when the pitcher sees daylight between the base runner and the shortstop, he would turn and throw. And on that case, he's supposed to turn glove side. You could see he turned to the throwing side, which was not
and they're
not the textbook way of doing it, but it was effective.
It
and
was
they got
effective,
the out. That's right.
And well played out, poor running by the Sailors. Sailor player hit by the pitch, automatically goes to first base. 2 outs for Mona Shores. Sailors down 4-0 here. They're bottom of the third inning here. It's Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, you had that runner in scoring position, so that's a tough.
Tough out.
But that's baseball.
Yeah, yes it is.
I've learned coaching that this is no surprise, but the further you are from the playing surface, the less control you have over what goes on. As a player, you could get a base hit, you could draw a walk.
Foul ball, Did he make the catch?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
You could steal a bag, you could do something to help your team. Sometimes as coaches, you know what it's like. You're a little powerless to impact the game positively.
Oh, yeah. All too well, I know.
And I'm sure Brandon's a little frustrated with that last play.
Sure. One ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
It's been offensively dry for the Sailors so far, for these first 3 innings. Obviously, the score and everything else, but not a lot of good contact, some errant base running, that kind of stuff. Not what we're used to seeing from the Sailors, quite honestly. They usually have some banging bats.
Walt, with pre-districts coming around, Is this a time where, and in a game, it's not a conference game, it's here at Marshfield. Do you play other players in games like today just to get them wet that may have not had a lot of playing time and save some of your starters, or is this just another normal game where you play everybody or play your starters most of the time?
I think you're always trying to get kids in, and
sure,
it's one of the problems or one of the frustrations in coaching is sometimes you just can't do it. And, a game like today, I don't know. I think.
Okay, let me rephrase.
I'm not going to make any apologies for trying to win the game, and
no, right. Okay, let me rephrase this. You're the coach. You've done games like this. How would you handle a situation late? You've got pre-district on the road. You've had a good season. Do you mix some other kids in and just give them some starting time?
Yeah. You if you can.
Okay, I'm just.
But I think it depends on what the score is. If the game's close, I think we have an obligation to try to win it. And,
absolutely, yeah.
And and that means the players that we think can
win the game for us are
going to be in.
Yeah. Okay.
And that sometimes is not a very popular approach, but
but listen, you're a coach to win games. You're not here to lose games.
Yeah. This is the highest level of competition we have in high school baseball, and So.
Well, it's the same with football. You're paying a team that you're going to beat bad, and you're going to start. So you go with the starters, tell them to take care of business because you're going to come out sooner than usual, and you got a quarter and a half, or you got a half of a game, second half. I'm getting some other kids there.
And when the outcome is in doubt, I think
Yep.
So it's but as a coach, you try hard. I don't think sometimes. Parents would understand that, I would go home many times after games and feel badly that I didn't get so-and-so in at bat, or I didn't get somebody into a game. And, but, face it, in this profession, empathy is in short supply.
Empathy is in short supply, and you can't make everybody happy.
No, you can't.
You just can't. Whether it's parents, fans, whoever.
Try.
It's a hot
There's a big
shot
base
down
hit.
in there, big base. It's going to bring in one.
Maybe.
Oh, it's good. He waved him and then he held him up.
Well, there's another case where
base is loaded though.
Center fielder there, Nick, did a nice job.
Okay.
Even if you don't have a great throwing arm, you can stop runners with your feet. So he came hard with great effort and got the ball in his glove before our base runner got to third base.
Right. So that eliminates.
And that, and Brandon made a decision to hold him.
Yeah.
So. That's so important. I always told my outfielders that, when the ball leaves the bat, that ball's got to be in your glove in 3.5 seconds or less.
Wow.
Because if you took an average runner from a standard lead at second base and timed him, he's about 3.6. Okay, so it seems, like not much of a difference. But my point is to get the ball in your glove as quickly as you can. And when the third base coach has got his hands up as giving a stop sign, there's really no better defense than that.
No, exactly, because you eliminated a chance of a
run
being scored.
Yeah, if you don't hurry, if you don't attack that baseball and, put it in your glove until there's 4, 5, or 5 seconds, that run scores.
Walt, is there a drill that you had for that? For just that scenario that you explained to us?
I would just do it in during batting practice.
Oh, just in batting practice?
So when they're taking live reads off the bat, coach with the stopwatch.
Right.
And,
I was just going to say, you got to watch in hand you're doing it. Yeah, because he attacked it hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
The watch is a great motivator. Same with infielders.
Yeah.
When the ball leaves the...
Okay, there's a poke. It's going to be over his head.
Oh, nice play.
What a nice play by the Sailor.
That was a great swing, and again by Brady Recknagel, and he just can't control it.
And the bases were loaded as well.
That's still a quality at bat.
Yep, quality at bat. Great play by the center fielder. So we've come to the end of 3 here at historic Marsh Field. Your score is Grandville 4, Mona Shore 0. We're going to take a quick break. You can take it with us. Make sure you come on back.
Looking to buy or sell? Look no further than our broadcast booth sponsor, John Vandervelde at Nexus Realty. Give him a call at 231-759-3634 or go see him at 880 West Broadway Avenue in Muskegon. Nexus Realty, team-based real estate professionals. Trophy House is your #1 source for fan gear, corporate and team sales, trophies, awards, and more. Visit them in their new showroom, right next door from their old showroom on Henry Street. If it can be logoed, they're your resource. Your brand is their business.
I hope you had a good break. 1 minute may not be enough, but that's all we can give you. It's the top of the third inning. Grandville up 4-0.
Got a pitching change, Nick.
Okay.
And again, I apologize because I don't have a roster, and
I don't have a roster either.
That might be.
Well, there's a poll.
Going to be extra bases.
Yes,
maybe.
Long
Outfielder does a nice job.
Head first slide, so it's a double. It's a long double. Puts Grandville in scoring position here.
But I was saying that the stopwatch can be a great motivator. Even for infielders, average major league speed home to first from the right side is about 4.2. So, when you're taking ground balls in BP, if you're playing live off the bat, you can yell out those times, and they've got to have quick feet and a short arm, and they got to get it over there under 4.2.
Wow.
That's a nice motivator too.
Yeah.
So you put a little pressure on the kids and
sure
challenge them in practice. Makes the games much easier.
Oh yeah.
There's a pickoff.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. It's funny. You just talked about it, and I saw the shortstop running over there.
That was an inside move. If you noticed, he picked up his right leg as a left-hander and then spun to second base. So when he lifts, you're hoping that the base runner takes a secondary lead, thinking the ball is going to the plate, and then you spin and throw the ball to second base,
Gotcha.
and you got a pick. That's why the base runner has to see the ball out of his hand before he takes a secondary.
Sure.
There he did that time.
Inside. No, he's going to call it a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's 4-0 Grandville. We are the top of the 4th inning here, and the lights are going to be on pretty soon. It's going to make it special tonight. To do a night baseball game, we got to make this a tradition, Joseph. I think this would be fun once a year.
Well, we'd love to have you guys back.
Yeah, we'd love to be here to promote and thank for you and your brother. What you do here is just, it's wonderful. I think we can make this happen.
That's an 81-mile-an-hour fastball. It's pretty good. I believe this is Cunningham.
Okay.
He was a sophomore. And again, I apologize.
Oh, he did. He
to
played
the
baseball for us. He played football for us. Yep. He's a good athlete, too. Good athlete.
Good breaking ball.
Yeah. Bounce it. Oh, he dropped it. It's going to be safe. So the runner advances from second to third on that misjudged grounder by the shortstop. Base runners.
So he had his fingers up on the glove. Ball was below his waist. Should be pinky to pinky, thumb to thumb. And,
right.
Just lost the handle on it.
It's funny you say, in football, above the waist, thumb to thumb, below the waist, pinky to pinky.
Yeah,
nothing changes too much.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple world, Walt.
Easy to say it from here. I mean, kids are going to make mistakes.
Yeah, right. And when I played football at Muskegon, we weren't a big throwing team. If we threw 3 times a game, we were lucky. All right, runners are at the corners.
Sailors are back in the middle looking for a double play. They're going to need something hard hit to the middle of the diamond.
Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Throw to first. Keep him a little safe and sound there. Oh, and lays down a little bunt. It's going to get the runner. Going to get the batter out at first, but it's going to score a run.
Yeah, that's a perfectly executed safety squeeze.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yes,
okay.
Different than a suicide where once the pitcher's stride foot hits the ground, the runner at third base breaks hard to the plate. The batter, all he has to do, the hitter, all he has to do is get the ball down on the ground in fair territory, and the run scores easily.
Okay.
The difference there with the safety squeeze, and I'll share this right after this pitch.
Yep.
The ball's foul.
There's a poke.
The safety squeeze is more of a read. He's going to get an aggressive walking lead at third base.
Okay.
And then the bunt should go down the first base side. It's an easier read for the runner at third. And as long as it's away from the pitcher and the catcher, he's going to then break and score. So it's not a quote suicide, but it's an effective play. And
there was only 1 out when we went back to the one when we mentioned 2 out doesn't make a lot of sense. There it made a lot of sense.
Yeah, that was well executed.
Yep. 5-0 Grandville up here in their top of the 4th inning here at Marsh Field. Joe Kanukin running the board, Noah on the camera. We got a center field camera. We got you covered, Sailor Nation Sports, wherever you want to go.
That's going to be an out.
That's going to be an out.
Get out of the inning. That was a beautiful play by the first baseman there.
Oh, great play.
Be able to dig that one out in the air. So come to the end of or the middle rather of the 4th inning. Sailors down 5-0 now. 5-0. I forgot to update that last score. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to be right back. Hopefully the Sailors will be able to convert some hits to runs.
What makes a champion? Honesty, hard working, values teamwork and their community, and desires to be the best. That's why champions choose Betten Baker. Search Betten Baker for a location near you.
This is our house. We can find your house.
It's the bottom of the 4th inning here at historic Marsh Field. Friday Night Lights. We're glad that you could be joining us wherever, however you may be paying attention. Sailors playing host to OK Red Conference Mega Power Grandville here at Marsh Field. We are joined by former head coach Walt Galkowski.
Well, we've got a special guest in the booth, Nick.
Yes, we do.
Mrs. Galkowski's here.
Hi, Mrs. Galkowski. How are you?
Mrs. Galkowski. Wow. Somebody said the executive boss was coming.
Yeah, that's right.
Pop-up tough chance here.
Makes catch.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Mrs. Galkowski puts in a lot of time here. Nick, Joe, taking tickets and volunteers.
It's a family affair,
Yes,
it sounds
it
like
is.
to me. It's a
It
family
is.
affair here at Historic Marsh
You're
Field.
looking at one of the most unselfish people God ever put on the face of this earth. So
got to meet Pete's daughter, your niece.
Jenny.
Jenny earlier.
We're a mom and pop organization.
Sure,
And Joan,
yeah.
my wife Joan, does a tremendous amount of work here. So
Well, you're blessed, my friend.
She's got to be able to spend time with you somehow, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to go there. But there's a big, tough hop.
Taking another second baseman, easy out here. 2 up, 2 down.
Sailors got to get some traffic on the base pass. Somebody's got to deliver a big hit.
Yeah, we just can't seem to string together any type of measurable offense here.
No.
Who was your baseball coach at Catholic?
Larry Sellers.
Oh, yeah. Wow, there's a
Later went to Traverse City, St. Francis.
Yes,
very
he did.
successful football coach.
Yeah, very successful at Traverse
He
City.
was a good man. I had him for 4 straight years.
Did you?
Great
Okay.
admiration
Yeah.
for him.
Oh, yeah, very much so. He had a great career in football up at St. Francis. Wow.
This broadcast, after this pitch, is brought to you by the newly purchased equipment by the Muskegon Clippers. We're kind of testing it for them. They bought a brand new computer to be able to live stream their own games here this summer.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's an excellent job by the pitcher. Calling off the catcher. You know, in major leagues, they don't allow the pitchers to catch anything. But in high school, a lot of times your pitcher's your best athlete. Absolutely. So if he can call off the catcher, because there's always infield drift. The ball's always going to come back to the infield.
Oh, okay.
And catchers have to turn their back to the infield. It makes it a tough play. So that was a nice job taking charge of that by the Grandville pitcher.
And a very quick 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take another quick break, and hopefully the Sailors can stop the bleeding here in the top of the 5th. We'll be right back.
Like football, financial victories require a sound game plan and a commitment to your success.
For your success, put the Braver team on your sidelines.
Go Shores! Blended Furniture Market thanks you, Mona Shore Sailors, for your support. Have a fantastic game. Try your best and make a difference. Come shop with us down the road at Blended Furniture Market. Visit us on Facebook and Instagram. Go Sailors!
Beautiful, yeah.
She's 3.
Beautiful.
Nicholas and his wife are expecting their second.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You got great kids, Nick.
No, thank you.
We're all blessed.
Yeah, we are all blessed, buddy. Let me tell you. All right, it is the top of the 5th inning. Sailors are down 5-0. Got to get those rally caps going here. Not much game left. Lights are going to be on here pretty soon as sun is getting ready to set. Get about 2 to 3 minutes of sunlight per day here. Marsh Field is the venue, historic Marsh Field, downtown Muskegon.
And we were talking, Nick, about the size of the ballpark. And,
oh, yeah.
You know, it's really considered pretty small for the college kids when Clippers are here and we take BP before games and balls
they're
flying out of this park. Yeah, they're flying out. It's flying out of this park.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
the kids love to hit here because it's you square one up and it's got a good chance to leave the yard.
Park, I bet. You know, like you said earlier in the broadcast, people like to see home runs.
Yeah. No, it's an important part of the game.
Oh yeah. You know, back in the day when when the major leaguers were roiding up and everything, you know, and Sammy Sosa and all those guys are blasting. It was fun, but it's at a cost. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we like to see natural people hitting it. Another high foul ball. Boy, I tell you, the venue is good. The sitting's gorgeous. Everything. So, this is year 13 with you in the partnership here, and tell me some of the things that you've done over the years that you've been here. We'll get this foul ball. It's
That's
going
a tough chance.
Tough time.
Well, one of the first things that we did is we put in a new infield. Just completely tore the old one out.
Okay.
Put in
How do you put
one.
in a new? Right. That's what I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a major improvement because the other one just was not really cared for, and I'm not casting blame at anybody. I mean, city just didn't.
It
have
just wasn't
enough
a high
staff.
priority
Yeah,
for the
no,
city.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, and baseball fields take tremendous amount of maintenance.
There's a shot over the shortstop.
This Grandville team swings the bat.
They do.
They
They
hit the
have
fastball.
great contact.
Yeah, they hit the fastball.
Young lady, blonde hair, above the Clipper dugout, wearing blue and white. You got a pair of tickets. Come on up to the press box.
And that's the most important thing in hitting. Be on time for the fastball. Be on time.
Yeah.
And they've done an excellent job at that.
Well, when you put in a new infield, you bring in sod. You just don't grow grass. You bring
No,
in
we
sod.
sodded this.
You sodded
this? was
this?
sodded. Yeah.
Somebody else. I can't walk that far. Give somebody else.
Handing out some tickets here for the Muskegon Clippers upcoming season. Having a little fun.
Okay,
They did
so
some
the infield
dancing to the YMCA. So
Yeah, and then the other thing is we these bleachers, we put these in with the help. The city helped us with these. One of the things that happened was our city manager, our then city manager, Frank Peterson.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we've got him picked.
Almost pick off here. He's bobbled ball. He's going to be safe on a stolen base from first to second.
So that particular play, I mean, the base runner should do just what he did. In other words, if you get picked behind you, you should keep running.
Okay.
Don't get into a rundown. Run hard. And I've always instructed my base runners to run right at the shortstop's glove. So that sounds cruel, but
so you get hit.
You might get hit with a baseball. So that's what happened there.
And you block the vision of the ball coming to the
and the first
shortstop
baseman's
as well.
got to open a throwing lane. So the first baseman's got to come hard off the bag, meet the ball. Obviously, the ball gets to his glove sooner than if he waits for it. And then by doing that, he's on the inside. The first baseman creates a throwing lane, and you hope that you retire the runner.
Okay.
So, but I was saying that our then city manager, Frank Peterson, almost fell through one of the wooden bleachers one night. So that helped us. So there was a safety issue. So those were pulled out, and we put in these metal bleachers. We installed these stadium seats. They're refurbished seats that we installed ourselves.
Really?
Oh, tough hop.
Tough hop.
Just one of those nights when things just aren't going your way.
No, and
that's just a bad break.
Yeah. It's almost a frustration level is going to set in a little bit just because it's it's one thing after another thing, and they're just not the ball's just not coming to them the right way at the right time.
Yeah, you just have to try to let it go and say, you know what, next pitch.
Yeah.
But it's easier said than done. It's tough.
Well,
the clock is starting to tick here midway through the game.
Yes,
you want to start being able to capitalize on those to get out of innings so you can start making the bats work for yourself.
Underground irrigation, was it here? Did you have to put it in?
There was some here, but we fixed a lot of it.
Okay.
Added some heads, fixed some lines.
Okay.
Let's see, there's so many things.
Second, double play, yes! Get two, one scores though.
2 for the price of 1, pitcher's best friend.
Yep, 2 for the
Double
price
play
of
ball.
1. One run does come in though. The runner from third to home makes it 6-0 right now with 2 down.
That was tailor-made. Ball hit with some pace right at the shortstop.
Yeah.
Brady Recknagel made a nice turn, pivot.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got
New scoreboard went up. Meyer helped us with that, like they've helped so many communities with scoreboards.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I'm probably forgetting a number of things here. We put that party deck in.
No, that's nice, yeah.
Yeah, so we host different groups. Some of our sponsors will bring employees or clients and enjoy a night out at the ballpark.
Do host families get, I don't know, special treatment a little bit. I mean,
Well, they get passes to get into the games, of course.
Of course they do that. But other than that, I went.
There's no. There's no
monetary. No,
there isn't.
It just kind of from the heart.
Yeah, I wish we could.
Yeah.
And they've been phenomenal. I mean, they. We asked them for a bedroom, and we asked them for a bedroom and some space in the refrigerator. But for most of them, when they have a family meal, the players usually invited.
No, that's
right,
good.
Adam.
We had at our Greek church, we had a young man on the Lumberjacks came to our church, and we invited the whole team over for a dinner at church. And nice kids, wonderful, and host families as well. Host families as well for the Lumberjacks. So we've come to the end of 5.5 innings here at Marsh Field. Sailors are down 6-0.
Lakeside Cafe is a family-run business that started in 2013. Located right off the shores of Lake Michigan, it features many delicious meals along with excellent service and a family-friendly atmosphere. Breakfast is served all day, open 7 days a week. Both dine-in and takeout available. Quality ingredients, endless options. Lakeside Cafe.
Venue. Sailors down 6-0. It's the bottom of the 5th. And if the Rally Caps ever need to get going, they need to get going right now, down 6-0.
About 5 years ago, also, Nick, we enlarged the dugouts. Pushed them out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Those dugouts are original from
back in the day.
And you can see some of the concrete down here. Is just disintegrating right on the wall.
Yeah,
that's what happens in the dugouts. It's so.
Oh yeah.
And we have 38 kids on the Clippers, so we also built bullpens that still need a lot of work, but we put the pitchers out there so we have enough room.
I gotcha. Well, God, Marsh Field here. I took a picture of it, and it's been around for a very long time, Walt.
Jackson Huffman at the
1916, 107 years old.
Jackson Huffman at the plate.
Yeah, exactly. Completed in 1960. Charles W. Marsh, a Muskegon civic teacher, industrialist, and sports enthusiast, spearheaded the construction. I tell you, you and the organization, your brother, the organization, have just done an outstanding job.
Oh, nice of you to say that. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh no, appreciate it. I mean, look at it, Walt. I mean, God, you come here and it's just gorgeous. And now the lights are on. Now it's true. Friday night lights have come to fruition right here because we are looking at what's the lighting system here, Walt? Or did you have to do?
We improved it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
We still got a couple more lamps to fix here.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah. Jackson just was not going to get a fastball over the plate there. So he was going to have to hit the breaking ball. He pitched to him very carefully.
1 out here, bottom of the 5th.
Even though Jackson really hasn't had much of an opportunity to showcase what he's done, he was just selected to the East-West All-Star game at Comerica Park.
Yeah, that's a great honor and a great thrill.
He just got done breaking the single-season record for home runs. With 10 of them. He hit an 8 last year.
I don't know Jackson real well yet, but what I do know, I know he's just a tremendous young man and got an outstanding arm and a bright future.
Okay, well, I got a question. Now, this is a non-public school league team, okay? So you look at programs, pinnacle programs in the state. Now, grant you, it's a protocol. Orchard Lake St. Mary's. How do they get who they get to go to Orchard Lake St. Mary's? Well, I mean, 70, 88 now wins in a row or something. I mean,
yeah, they finally did get beat.
Did they? Who beat them?
Yeah.
What, Brother Rice or somebody from the Catholic League, maybe?
Maybe Detroit Catholic Central. I can't remember who did it.
Oh, okay.
Fly ball to center field. Yeah. Again, just right at them. Just haven't been able to find a hole out there. Sailor's frustrated, I think, with the offense tonight. Well, I don't know. I can't really answer that, Nick, other than to say it seems like it's a little bit of a magnet school. You know, anybody that's a really outstanding player.
Right.
I mean, they've got a player, Blake Grimmer from Spring Lake, is going to school there.
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the. He committed to Tennessee. Nice swing by.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's Brendan Ballinger.
Yeah.
Nice swing there.
Yeah. So we got a runner at first.
So.
Yeah, if you want to go to, quote, an SEC baseball school, you're going to go to programs, magnet schools like that as well. Yeah.
But I'm sure they're extremely well coached, and I'm sure the kids have worked hard, and that is not to diminish their accomplishments.
Oh, no,
but
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Big turn-it.
You go back to, you look at certain baseball programs when John Harrington was at Farmington Hills Harrison, magnet school for football.
Well, he was a baseball coach, too.
He was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Back in 1995, I had the privilege of coaching the high school all-star game in then Tiger Stadium.
Okay.
And he was the East coach. I was the
Really?
West coach, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So, I don't know how long he coached baseball, but he did coach it.
Okay. Well, he was forced into retirement just because the school shut down because, enrollment had dropped down. Yeah. So, not sure what he's doing, but, there's an icon. Hot shot. Whoa.
Oh, what a play by the second baseman.
What a play by the second baseman.
Well, sometimes it's not your night. This is a cruel game. It's not fair.
Oh, tonight,
You just can't find a hole.
You can't find a hole, but conversely, though, we're seeing some good baseball from Grandville as well,
yes.
from hitting, fielding, pitching.
Grandville has played very, very solid baseball.
Yep.
They've done a lot of things right.
Oh, they've done a boatload right.
And, Mona Shores hasn't done anything wrong other than the fact we just haven't been able to generate any offense.
It just wasn't our night like that, yeah.
But it's not over yet. We still got 6 outs, and that's the beauty of baseball.
Right. Yep.
You get 21 outs in high school baseball. They're not going to be taking a knee.
No, they're not. No, the clock's not going to be running, so you don't have to worry about that.
They got to throw it into the strike zone.
Yeah. Game's still got to go on.
Few people heading for the exits here. Well, they may miss the Mona Shores comeback. So
that's right.
I'll tell you what, this is usually what sparks it too, is people head out and then all of a sudden the rally caps come out.
Rallies get going right now.
Talking a little bit about some of the stars of the game here, with Jackson Huffman being one of them. He's currently leading in home runs in the state of Michigan. He's going to be playing at MSU in the fall. Isaac Habeler will be going to MCC in the fall and most likely be playing baseball there as well. Giovanni Johnson going to play baseball at MCC as well. Bryson Bellinger and Luke Offerman are not going to be playing baseball next year. You couldn't get them to come on, could you, Walt?
The losses this year for Sailors are 14-1 overall in league play, but 14-1 in league. 27-3 losses came to Grand Haven, 10-2. They lost to Wyoming, 3-2. I'm scrolling down. Then they went on a long streak here. Zeeland West beat them 10-3. North Muskegon, like you said, Zeeland East again. So. They played their longest win. They started out with 6 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They went on an 8-game win streak. So, when they win, they win a boatload at a time, Walt.
Yeah. Well, they played some good baseball this year.
Hey, Walt, I got a question for you. I can't believe this is true. There's got to be some mercy rule here. I'm going back to 5:23, Muskegon 35-0. 30. That can't be right.
That was last week. Yes, that's correct. I mean, they won. They outscored the Big Reds in the doubleheader 69-0, 35-0, 34-0.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a real score.
Yeah.
Is there a
nice play by our third baseman? That was Jackson.
There's no mercy rule in baseball?
Yes, there is.
What, 35-0? I mean, when does mercy rule come into play?
Well, it's 10 runs after 5 innings or 15 runs after 3. So they obviously put up a number of runs in the first couple innings.
Yes, they did.
So
wow, yeah.
Muskegon's program, they're just struggling a little bit right now.
Well, and I hate to see it. Muskegon's truly turning into a 2-sport school right now, football and basketball, and It's tough. It's tough for those kids. A lot of kids. Hey, my kids played a Little League from Muskegon West. I don't even think it's around anymore.
No, I played Muskegon West too, way back when.
Yeah, way back in the day. Yeah. God, I had fun. I coached, worked there. It was fun times.
We played at old Anderson Field behind Brunswick. There is now a cannabis shop there.
Yeah, right.
But that's where I played when.
Oh, that's where you played?
Yeah, but that was back in the 60s.
Oh, you only got me by a few years. Well, that's okay, though. You still look good, though, buddy. You look good. You've aged well, like a fine bottle of wine.
You'd have to ask that lady in front of you.
I coached a Little League team over there off of Barkley.
Yeah.
That field.
Yeah, so did
Field,
I.
they moved the West League moved there.
Right.
Field,
That's where my kids played. High fly ball.
I grew up just a block from there, 2 blocks from there.
Okay. That's where all the Panici clan and everybody, all you guys all grew up.
Panicis grew up, yeah.
In fact, Lou was on Crowley. Right?
He was right on Hackley.
What's that?
Hackley.
Hackley, that's right, yeah. Hackley, yeah.
Yeah. My dad and Ori Panici were in business together. They ran
Ori's still going.
Campus Market.
Yeah, yeah.
Right across from Muskegon High School.
Okay. My parents had a supermarket, Stevens Supermarket on Terre Street, right across from the old Hages, right there.
Oh.
So how many years of bliss with this wonderful woman? For those keeping track at home. Joan, how many years, dear? 27? Wow.
I knew that.
You knew that, right? Yes, you did.
Rome, Brandon
How
Bellinger.
wonderful.
Nice
I'm
play.
happy for the both of you. You've aged well, too. Good for you.
Everybody thinks I robbed the cradle.
She saw quality in you, Walt. The older, the wiser.
Yeah.
She saw wise.
Still trying to
man
figure
in you.
out how I pulled this off.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here as the Sailors get ready to try and get some runs on the board. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
What makes a champion? Honesty, hard working, values teamwork and their community, and desires to be the best. That's why champions choose Betten Baker. Search Betten Baker for a location near you.
This is our house. We can find your house.
It's the bottom of the, is this sixth? Bottom of the sixth inning. Sailors down 6-0 here at historic Marsh Field. It's Friday Night Lights coming to you via Sailor Nation Sports. We are so glad to have you with us. Joe Kanukin up in the box, Noah with the cameras. To my left, as always, a Hall of Famer, former head coach at Moon Shores, Walt Galakowski. Always an honor and privilege to have Walt. The knowledge, you can't ask for anything better than what we try to give you here, and Walt's one of the best in the business.
Got 26 people watching between the two
Yeah,
screens.
look at that. We've gone up now, see?
Well, it's time to get
since Joan
something
got
going
here.
here.
Yes, it is.
We got a pitching change on the mound, and
Why, Walt? Why the pitching change when you're doing what? Why, just to give him some action?
probably his pitch count was high.
Oh, okay.
It's 6-0. You probably want to give another guy a few innings, maybe.
Sure. And rest your starter's arm a little bit as
yeah,
well, yep.
yeah.
Do you have a coach, one of your assistants that tallies pitches?
Yes, you have to now in
Oh.
high school baseball.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
And you're limited to how many?
Oh, boy, I can't remember, to be honest
Okay,
with you,
yeah.
Nick. I know I can tell you in college, in the college summer leagues, we follow what's called pitch smart guidelines, and you can only throw, the max is 105.
Oh, I gotcha.
But if you throw X number of pitches, you have to sit out X number of days, that type of thing.
Oh, okay. So it's more of it's more to prevent arm injury than anything, which is good. Is good.
Yeah.
Because obviously college guys want thinking at the next level as well as they should.
And most of there's Brady Recknagle's had a pretty good night at the plate. Hit some balls hard.
Walt, I gotta tell you something. I heard a story the other day. It's the first time I'd ever heard this story about Tommy John. And, you talk about Tommy John surgery, which is one of the things that they worry about with a lot of the throwing that they do. Did you ever hear the story about Tommy John himself?
Well, I know that Tommy John was the first pitcher to have that UCL tear and to have the UCL surgery.
Yes.
So that's where the name originated. He was the first one to have it done. It was kind of an experimental surgery.
It was.
And I can't remember how many years after he had that surgery done that he continued to play. And I remember his last season, I believe it was, he was cut from the Yankees at the end of the season. And then the next season, he asked the owner if he comes and does a walk-on and makes the team, would he be allowed to try out? And they kind of laughed him off, and he was serious. He ended up making the team and opened that next season pitching.
Yeah.
It was a pretty crazy story, and I'd never heard it before, but it's pretty amazing. It's one of those amazing baseball stories that I don't think gets nearly as much attention.
There was an article about that, Joe, in Sports Illustrated years ago that I read. Same scenario as you just shared with us.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild story.
And now Tommy John surgery is as common as, anything else.
It is getting common, and a lot of guys come back better than they were before.
Yeah, exactly, Walt.
Tommy John was never a very hard thrower, but
you follow much Major League Baseball?
Oh,
as
yes.
Well? Do you?
I'm a huge Tiger fan.
I am too,
Good idea. I like to see the bunt. It's a lost art, and sometimes when pitchers are rolling, they're very, very comfortable. Sometimes that can ignite some base runners in a rally. So,
Hey, Walt, practice. How long does a practice last? Average practice for you during season?
Well, I usually go about 2 hours, between 2 and 2.5, probably.
Okay, yeah.
That depends on how many guys I had and that type of thing.
How many do you keep? How many do you like?
Well, I never had the heart to cut anybody.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
okay, so
say an ideal, it would probably be about 14 or 15.
Okay. You had tryouts?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you got to earn your way onto the earn your roster spot.
Right. Little bunt going down there, long throw. It's going to get the lead runner. It's going to get the batter out at first. And that's a third out. We've come to the end of 6. Your score is still 6-0 Grandville. We're going to take a break. You can, as always, take it with us, but we hope you come back.
From truck beds to bed beds, we've got your home and auto covered. Combine your home and auto with Lake Michigan Insurance Agency, and you could save $650. That's like 325 gallons of gas, or 21 sets of comfy sheets. So, trust our experts to find the perfect amount of coverage for you, making sure you're covered when you need it and how you need it. We shop a variety of insurance providers, industry leaders like Citizens and Frankenmuth Insurance, to make sure you get the highest quality coverage at the lowest possible rate. In Muskegon County, trust Ryan Rozicki to start a quote for you today. Visit Ryan at our Norton Avenue office in the Park Place Shopping Center near Goodwill and Pites and Courts Restaurant, or visit lmcu.org/insurance to get started.
It's the 7th inning, and there's no stretching here, kids. Sailors got to get it going right now, down 6-0. Joe Kanukin, Noah Kanukin, I'm Nick Davros, and to my left, Walt Galkowski. And it's just a wonderful, absolutely first-class color broadcast. Walt, what's your wife's maiden name?
DeYoung.
DeYoung? Okay.
She's a Mona Shores graduate.
Is she? Okay.
So Ethan Ring is going to take the mound for the Sailors.
Okay.
Did you catch that? You did marry up.
Yeah. Didn't all of us? Didn't we all?
Yeah. Walt, it is an absolute pleasure having you on this broadcast.
Well, thanks, Joe. I appreciate the opportunity. Yeah. Appreciate what you guys do.
Yeah, looking forward to some of these Clipper broadcasts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I've got to get something for my tush, Joe. I mean, the bones right here are just, I'm not pushing 300 pounds here. I'm a buck 70 here.
That was up in the grill.
1 ball, no strikes here. It's the top of the 7th inning here. God, it just gets such a nice, different look with the lights on, Walt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty neat. So the Clipper game started at 7:05?
7:05.
7:05. How'd you come up with 7:05?
That's what the league does.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
It could be 7, but by the time we go through
everything else, yeah. So I got you.
It's a long day. Kids get here. I used to have the players come when I was managing or coaching the team at 3:30, and we get the field set up. We set up the screens, the protective screens, pull out the turtle. We take BP, 40 minutes, and the other team takes BP, and we take a quick IO, infield, outfield. It's a long day. We get out of here about 10:30. Young man named Logan Fleener. He's the assistant coach at Chattanooga State. He played shortstop for us several years ago. That's a nice move by Ethan Ring.
Yeah.
Pretty quick move. And Logan's done a nice job.
Oh, good.
Travel he just got to me. Another foul ball out of play.
Tim Lipan right on it with the sound effects. Making it
Tim does a
like
tremendous job. Engages the fans and.
Oh yeah, Tim's got his hands into everything. At Shores, here, he does just a wonderful job.
Yeah, he's an invaluable member of our organization.
Oh,
he does
I bet.
a lot more for us than just PA announcers.
Oh yeah. Tim's well known in the community. He does a very first-class job. Little throw there. It's going to get past. The runner's going to get a free base, just like Walt said, a free 90 feet there on the errant throw.
It was a great move. I think he had a chance if the throw was on, but when the throw is off, that's going to cost you 90.
Yeah.
You got to be careful when you're taking that shot.
Yeah, and it's foul territory here. Wouldn't be difficult to
high fly
for that
ball.
runner to get
First
to
baseman's calling
third base.
for it. Gets the out there. 1 out for the Bulldogs. It's the top of the 7th inning here. Historic Marsh Field, the venue. It's Friday Night Lights, a new tradition here, and a great one at that. If you haven't been to Marsh Field, make sure you get out here. Come watch the Clippers. You want to see some great college talent. We're going to be broadcasting some games this year, so we'd like to meet some of you. Come on out and join us. Would love to see you and get some input, what you think about how we do things at Sailor Nathansport. Areas of improvement, we're always open to make this broadcast even better each and every year. We got something special coming up come football season. We're going to be doing a live broadcast from the Badger as we cross the big lake. We're going from Ludington to Manitowoc, Wisconsin. So if you get a chance, going to come watch the Sailors play Manitowoc.
It'll be our first out-of-state broadcast.
Our first out-of-state broadcast. We have been places, Wisconsin, the Upper Peninsula, Ford Field. We've been Fifth Third Ballpark. You name it. We'll cover anything, anywhere.
Walt, do you think there's any chance that we could maybe make the trip down to Florida next year with the team, the baseball team? Some spring training coverage?
Sure.
You think you could
inside pitch
help
here
on that?
Yeah, I can
make that recommendation
I can work
to the
on
Bard
that.
brothers.
Yeah.
There. Sure.
I think that'd be fun.
Why not? I think we need to branch out a little bit.
Amen. So while we get a chance, let's talk some Clippers a minute, Walt. So you've got the roster. You're all set to go. First game is June 6th, you said?
June 6th.
June 6th. It's here, home game?
Yes.
Okay. How many home games do you have during the season?
Well, we'll have 19 this year. Normally there is 21.
Okay.
One of our teams in our division went dark for a year, so changed the schedule. It's a tough hop. Nice play.
Long throw, boom. Did he dig it out?
Nice pick.
Yeah, he got him.
Brandon Ballinger.
Yeah.
So
how many games scheduled then?
This year 38.
38.
Normally
okay.
it's 42.
Right. Okay. So. Most teams in Michigan or Midwest?
There's 2 divisions. We're in the Northern Division. There's a team in Muskegon, of course. There's a team in Adrian, Michigan. There's a team in Royal Oak.
Okay.
There's a team in the Detroit area out of Milford.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the other teams in our division are Lima, the Locos out of Lima, Ohio.
All right.
Who have been perennial champions, and Sandusky, Ohio.
All right. How do you get from A to B? Charter?
We travel by coach. Yeah.
Okay.
So our
that's an
budget
expense,
is
right?
expensive.
Just in travel alone.
We play a 3-game series, so we'll go to Sandusky, Ohio. Let's say on a Tuesday. Get there, play Tuesday night, single game, stay over. Get up Wednesday, wait till 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, go to the ballpark, play a single game, stay overnight, and then play another one Thursday, and then drive home after the bus home after the game.
So you pay for transportation, you pay for lodging, you have to pay for food. Wow, yeah. So what kind of budget do you?
Well, it's well over $100,000.
God.
In our league, kids are paid, fed, not paid. We don't have any NIL money. They're fed after every game, so we feed both teams after our games here. We have some local restaurants that have stepped forward and agreed to feed them, and then we do the same thing on the road. We'll stay at a Holiday Inn Express, Hampton Inn, where free breakfast is provided. Right. So I'll usually tell the kids, listen, you guys sleep in, don't want to get breakfast, that's up to you, but you got to get your own then. And we give them $10 per diem for lunch.
For lunch, okay.
And beyond that, they're on their own.
So you have $100,000. Wow.
Well, $100,000 plus.
Plus,
I believe our transportation budget was $65,000.
Oh, I can believe that. Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, we're looking at our trip to Manitowoc. It's going to run $18,000.
Yeah.
Boat, lodging, meals, 3 days. We're going to go up to Lambeau Field to see the Packers practice. And, Matt's really done a nice job, talking about fundraisers. Fundraisers, reverse raffle, this, that. It's, the program has done very, very well. Hey, I think you may have heard that. We're getting a new AD. Todd's moving to assistant principal. And Jack Newbador is going to be taking over.
Good
Jack's
guy.
a great guy.
I don't know Jack real well, but the little I know, I've been very impressed.
When my son Nicholas played football at Hope College, Jack was a senior. Jack was his big brother there in Children Around. So, Jack and I, dear friends, he'll do a wonderful job. Shores is going to be in great shape all the way through the administration, academics, athletics, arts, orchestra, band, you name it. It's going to be a first-class. It's just a first-class organization. So we're at the bottom of the 7th. Sather's going to down 6-0. They're going to need 6 to go to extra innings.
They're probably taking a strike in this case, Nick. So the hitters are unlikely to swing until they get one strike, and pitcher should be throwing a get-ahead fastball here. See, there's a take.
There it is right there for a strike right down the pike.
Trying to create something.
Take.
Yeah, kind of gave that away. You can take that pitch with your legs a little bit and maybe sell it, but
sure.
Nonetheless, it's. There we go. Here's a base runner.
Yeah, there's a free 60 feet.
Like I said, it's a game of 21 outs, and sometimes the last 3 are the hardest ones to get.
Yes, they are. Okay, what's the strategy other than getting on base? What's the thought process now of Coach Bard?
Contact.
Well, contact. Just get on any way that you can. I would think
the hitter's approach changes. I mean, looks like he'll take a strike. I would have him take a strike until we got the tying run in scoring position.
Sure.
There's a lot of guys that wouldn't do that because he's going to throw a get-ahead fastball, and now you're down 0-1. But so now you try to get a good pitch to hit. That's got to be your approach, and hit it hard somewhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With one strike, you would not swing at a borderline pitch.
Right. Yeah.
Now the approach changes. Now you got to expand the strike zone both vertically and horizontally. Plate's 17 inches wide, so you don't want to cover all 17 inches when you're heading the count. Now Jackson Huffman here is going to have to approach it as if the plate's 21 inches, 2 inches on each side.
Yeah, right.
Can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Oh, strike him out. Well, Huffman's got a nice build to him, doesn't he? What is he pushing, a couple 100 pounds probably?
Strong kid, yeah.
That was a big strikeout by Grandville right there with Huffman.
Does he know what Michigan State has planned for him already? I mean, like red shirt, or is he going to be?
Probably not, I would think. I don't know for sure. I would think that they would make that decision in the fall.
Sure. Do you have fall baseball practice?
I do know this, that they have limited him this summer. We've already been told that he is to be limited to 20 innings. So
is he playing for the Clippers?
Yes, Jackson is.
Oh, okay.
So is Aaron Piasecki, by the by.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, right. I had heard you mention that. Okay.
And Aaron had an outstanding year at Kellogg Community College.
Sure.
So we'll have to be. It won't be up to me because I'm not going to manage the roster, but have to be creative as how we use Jackson if he's only got 20 innings.
Right. There's a little shot. Throw to first gets the batter out, but the runner from first to second does advance. So there are 2 outs here at the bottom of the 7th inning. This could be the last batter, or we could be moving on to another batter, and we hope that's the case. Whatever it is, we certainly hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. We certainly have fun. We want to thank Walt and the organization for allowing us to broadcast here from Marshfield. And we're going to do some games this summer. We look forward to doing the Clippers, some special games. We'll let Walt and the organization decide what games, if we can fit it in, by all means we will. Pass ball, runner's going to advance from second all the way down to third base. So we are in scoring position. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, what you guys have done, Nick, Joe, for the Mona Shores community has just been above and beyond. And appreciate you being here. And
it's a pleasure, and likewise, what you've done with baseball for high school and in Muskegon and all around.
That's nice of you to say, but I've also noticed the work you've done. I told you all those wires make me nervous.
Oh, yeah, me too,
and
buddy.
You managed to
figure them out somehow. Because
plug
listen,
them all in the right place.
Because if Joe's not doing this, it ain't happening, Walt. I'll tell you right now, buddy.
Heck, when something's wrong with my phone, I call my 10-year-old granddaughter. Cece, help me, please. Yeah,
my daughter Angelina, help Dad, please. There's going to be a little pull. That could drop in. No. And that's going to be the ball game. On a short fly ball to the center field. We've come to the end here at historic Marshfield. Your final score, it's Grandville 6, Mona Shores nothing. Joseph, as always, why don't you take us out of here, buddy?
Well, I'd like to thank everybody that watched us here tonight, and again want to thank Walt for making this much more memorable broadcast. It's always fun to have him on with us. For Nick, for Walt, for Noah, the eye in the sky tonight, this is Joe Kanukin, Sailor Nation Sports Network, and we will see you whenever we see you. We're not sure when our next broadcast will be, but hopefully it'll be soon. Take care.